Hey there. Did y'all miss me? It's Val the Voice Johnson, and child, I'm back. I know it's been a while since our last fully produced audio episode, Madam President, the morning after, where we reflected on the election loss of former Vice President Kamala Harris. Yeah, I was with her. I wrote that episode with my whole heart and wanted to express what many were feeling at the time. And to be fully transparent, I was a bit heartbroken back then as well. Yet now, after the new year, 2025, and a full 3 months later, we are here in February, Black History Month, and it feels like the perfect time to return. So check it. A lot has happened since November. New year, new live shows, and more ways to stay motivated in these internet streets. One change I'm still dealing with is most notably the loss of my dear Aunt Gloria Smith, who was one of my biggest supporters since I started the Interludes Podcast platform back in June of 2020. Her passing just 2 days before Christmas hit hard, especially during the holidays. I knew I was going to miss her laugh and wide smile. And of course, the jokes. Celebrating her life and my cousin Freddie's 43rd birthday brought some joy during that transitional time. Aunt Gloria was also there for me during my mother's transition back in August of 2019, sharing her childhood stories and making everyone smile in such a griefful time. I'm so grateful for all of the times I got a chance to visit and spend with my aunt on my trips to Omaha. And on top of all of that, I've been on a new journey exploring the world of life insurance. After some challenges and persistence, I finally passed the Illinois State and General Life Insurance exams. Woohoo! A major thanks to my trainer and mentor and former podcast guest, Rhonda Leonard Hortwit. This new chapter is all about helping families plan for the future and be very intentional with finances, and I'm really excited about it. So at the end of the day, I want to say thank you for all of your patience and support. I'm thrilled to be back and can't wait to share more with you in the weeks to come, especially our brand new website. Let's explore this journey together, one episode at a time. I'm Val the Voice Johnson, and this is a special edition of the Interludes Podcast. The Interludes Podcast,
a Pure Lighthouse production.
This episode is brought to you by our brand new website, purelighthouse.media.com, home to the ebook, A DJ Saved My Life, where the ABCs of podcasting and the personal memoir come together perfectly. If you want to start your podcast, schedule time with me, or buy merch, which includes the ebook, please visit our fully remodeled website today.
And now, all the way from the south side of Chicago, give it up for your host, Val the Voice Johnson.
February is Black History Month. Recently in entertainment, a whole lot of Black history has been happening, most notably in the world of sports. Two talented Black quarterbacks, Patrick Mahomes and Jalen Hurts, coming together and fighting for the Super Bowl trophy in New Orleans. Many were rooting for the Kansas City Chiefs to become the first ever NFL team to win the Super Bowl 3 times in a row. However, Philly said, nah. We are back and we will win. The brilliantly produced Jordan Brand commercial, which featured music from Teddy Pendergrass, Philly's own, and it premiered on Super Bowl night just after Jalen put a hurting on the Chiefs, making history. For many of us, the Super Bowl for years has come down to the halftime show. And on this bridge episode, I wanted to share a highlight from a recent Interludes Extra Presents Talk on Tuesday's episode, where we had the pleasure of welcoming my writing mentor and coach, Monique Lisa Johnson, who has been instrumental in my journey, including helping me with A DJ Saved My Life. Monique was a surprise guest, joining us at the last minute with Coach Tony and I to discuss Kendrick Lamar's incredible Super Bowl performance. And it was such a brilliant conversation that Coach Tony, Monique, and I stayed on for an hour after we stopped streaming, chatting away about our shared love for entertainment and sports. It was truly a special moment, and I'm thrilled to bring you just a little snippet of our discussion. Now let's take a listen to some of the gems that was dropped on that Tuesday evening.
And by the way, Val, our girl Shelly Rossi, what's up, Shelly? Thanks for checking in. Appreciate you on the show tonight.
We also want to say that Kenny Groom came on. He said, "Glad this came across my feed, Val. This Kendrick performance has tons of replay value due to imagery." So,
and Shelly, Shelly said, Val, she don't understand. She's like, I don't understand. Basically, Shelly, baby, what you're looking at, your back door, because I know you out in Cali. Thanks for being on the Pull Up Podcast. But you got a artist in Kendrick Lamar. Now, Mo, you and Val, correct me if I'm wrong, but Kendrick Lamar is the public enemy from our time. Because PE and Flavor Flav put it on in our time, where the FBI had to investigate them until NWA took it to a whole nother level. Mm-hmm. You know, and Kendrick Lamar gets an opportunity to talk from free speech. And now that he's got that free speech.
But you know why, Coach Tony? Let me tell you why. Because the artists of color who just entertain are not a threat. But the artists of color who are conscious, who are like, listen, I'm going to use this platform to make sure that we understand that we are not helpless and that we
what's
are
the favorite
not.
word? What's the famous word? Are you entertained?
Are you entertained? Yeah. Because that's the thing, you know, for the most part, if you don't know his music, you may only know his hits. And so you're probably expecting, okay, he's just going to do his hits and he's going to be gone. He's out. But what he did was he used the platform to really make a statement. And I think I'm going left a little bit. I think let me think. There are a few filmmakers who, when they have a platform, what they do is considered buffoonery. I'm gonna leave it right there. Right. It's considered buffoonery. But then you have others who it's like they're using the platform and it's considered there's a message and I'm trying to reach my people and I'm trying to make sure I'm saying something of value. So the ones who really are catapulted are the ones who are entertaining. But the ones who are actually saying something, they either kind of, you know, their stuff kind of slowly disappears because it's too conscious, or it becomes completely mainstream, but it's controversy.
I'm going to give it to you like this. Oh, by the way, I'm sorry, because if any of you guys play the game of chess, what's the most vulnerable piece on the chessboard? The pawn. So I'm going to put Drake out there because he's just a pawn, because me and him already been warned. So now I'm going to put him on a national stage and I'm going to destroy him. And that's why Drake said I'm suing.
Right. And isn't he trying to sue UMG?
Exactly.
And they're both under Universal Music, Monique. They're both under Universal Music. So, and a lot of people, if you just look at the surface, you see SZA, you see Serena, and you think, oh, this is him making a jab. Now he even looks at the camera during Not Like Us and says, "Hey, Drake." He's smiling. Like
right. He just had to eliminate those verses, Val. He couldn't publicly say those verses about he was a pedophile.
He didn't use a word. He used a different word. Yeah, but I will say this: he did get a chance to perform my favorite song that I really liked it. All the Stars with him and SZA.
Oh, from Black Panther 1,
The Black Panther, right? That song got me through some tough times. But the lyrics in that, because a friend of mine that I'm close to said, Val, even if you go to his verse, he's dissing somebody in that too. I said, "He dissing Drake? Does it go back that far? I hope not." But
it goes back that far on a few people. But I'm telling you, and I don't know about you, Mo. If you ain't listening to that doggone "If This World Is Mine" with that Luther remix, I'm telling you, slipping.
Well,
right, right.
if you think about it, though, the Super Bowl has been a place where many people have tried new things. Janet
Yeah.
and Justin Timberlake. They
Hey,
tried
Oh, that
new
I was trying to
things.
watch that because Janet had a slip up. I was like,
What you was looking for? And
what
that's the
happened,
thing.
girl?
Everybody knows that that's the place where you've got millions of
what?
captive
They're like
audiences.
this.
And so if you're going to entertain, like, if you think about what Beyonce did, she was
Yes.
making a statement as well. When the girls had
Yes.
the Afro wigs on, she was making a statement. With Prince was making a statement. And so
Yes.
everybody knows that if you are going to be on that stage, if there is if there's a
Opportunity.
point that you're trying to, if there's a point you're trying to get across, that's the stage to do it on.
Yeah.
And then I think the year when it was 50 Cent, Dr. Dre, Mary J. Blige, that was entertainment. There wasn't
Correct.
really any
And
necessarily.
where was that Super Bowl at? What was that Super
Los
Bowl at?
Angeles. And here's the thing, when you speak up, and this was kind of the thing that I want to make sure that I go back to, uniting Bloods and Crips. That was something I think Tupac was in the process of doing. And
Snoop Dogg.
I think that's unfortunately, that's what Nipsey Hussle got taken out of here for.
Yep.
Anytime there was some kind of unity that was happening of those particular gangs, whomever that was famous, and he was generating jobs for folks in LA.
Yeah, but
And
they just weren't high enough, though, Val. They weren't high enough. I don't care if you and
Yeah.
Mo create jobs and give me a job working on the L or downtown fixing potholes. If you're not the man that's a shot caller, you're not the one that's telling you don't make that move. I don't care if you're an entertainer. You're not. You can't make that move. That's why it's crazy in Kendrick's lyrics and They Not Like Us when he says, dude, you got to go back to cell block 1. And oh, by the way, the next time you come perform in Cali, make sure this be your last one. You got to understand what he's saying. Meaning that you can't even do another show in California without checking in.
But
You
you
got to
know
check
what,
in.
Val? But you know what, Val? But she made a good point. There were people who were able to unite the Crips and the Bloods way before the rappers got involved. No, but think about it. If they're not fighting, then you don't need the police.
Correct.
Yeah, but there was always infiltration.
Yep.
Remember, people have to try to justify having those positions because they were united. It was like, I stay on my side, you stay on your side. There's this community center. We come in. When you come, that's safe ground, that's ground zero, that's neutral. But
Right.
there was always infiltration. So if people
Exactly.
aren't fighting, then you can't justify having police.
But let me tell you something. I'm going to see what you and Val think about this. My boy threw at me today. He was like, Tony, the crazy part about it, it ain't nothing that you guys talking about. The man's out there going to continue to do what he's got to do. You know why the man is really scared?
Why?
Because the majority of men that got daughters are marrying black athletes.
Oh,
But you know what
okay.
though? That's a two-tier. That's two tiers.
It's very much a
Because
two-tier because that population
think
is growing.
about it. If you have a black athlete and he marries a white woman, the children become lighter, and that's how you help to get rid of the black family.
Correct.
Think about
Because
it.
that population
Wow.
is growing and doing its thing. But the
And
other piece of it,
the money doesn't stay either. The
exactly.
money doesn't stay.
And Mo, they trying to change it. Because you know as well as I know, when me, you, and Val grew up, if they said you had a 1 drop of black blood in your body, you was considered to be black. Now that's gone. Tiger Woods killed that years ago, right?
You got jokes.
He's
You got.
Carbolinasian, something like that.
But Monique, we want to tell everyone about what you have coming up next week.
Yes. This is the Leaders Live Generously Summit. It's a 3-day virtual summit. It is free. You get an opportunity to hear people like Dr. George C. Frazier, Delano A. Johnson, my hubby, I'm speaking. There's 62 speakers, and also there's some music. So register. The QR code is right there. It's free. You get an opportunity to really hear some thought leaders talk about the things that are happening and the things that we need to talk about. A lot of times people are
Okay.
afraid to speak up. They're afraid to speak up. Part of the reason why people are afraid to speak up is because they were taught how to be muted. And so
Ooh,
we're
I
really
like that. I'm
talking
about to use
about.
that one.
Yeah. But we're really, everyone's in their lane of expertise. I'm talking about how to master your brand signature story. And a lot of times people have amazing stories, but they're afraid to tell them. And they're also afraid to really step out and be who they've been called to be. So, Leaders Live Generously, that's February 17th through the 19th. And it is, you get to watch it live for free. And then if you miss it live those 3 days, I think it's $97 for the year for the replays, but it is worth it. To hear Dr. George speak, it's worth it. One of the OG gangsters, original OGs, teaching us
Of
how to
being woke.
network.
And he
Being woke.
knows who Kendrick Lamar is.
Oh, he
and
knows
he's
who Kendrick.
approaching 80.
Oh,
How powerful. My many thanks to Monique Lisa Johnson for coming on to support Coach Tony and I on our platform. Join us every Tuesday evening for our TV series and movie reviews on Interludes Extra Presents Talk on Tuesdays. We're excited to bring you more talented filmmakers, writers, actors from the entertainment industry. Our continuing comeback will continue to be televised. Until next time, I'm Val the Voice Johnson, and this is the Interludes Podcast. Next time on Interludes.
I hope people understand what I'm saying when I say it as an opportunity, because we have to look at it that way at some point in order to reinvent, to recreate, to feel good again, is that we can say what's possible.
The inspiring founder of Jill Collins Connections and content creator with her vibrant YouTube channel, Jill Collins comes to the stage sharing her journey of love, loss, and transformation with a dedication to empowering women in their 40s and 50s and beyond. Next time on the Interludes Podcast. The Interludes Podcast.
Original concept by Valerie Johnson.
Interludes Extra Talk on Tuesdays sports segments produced by Tony Thompson.
Original intro and outro music produced by Kendall Nesbitt.
The Interludes Podcast, a Pure Lighthouse production. This episode is brought to you by our new website, purelighthousemedia.com, home to the book A DJ Saved My Life, where the ABCs of podcasting and the personal memoir come together perfectly. If you are interested in starting your podcast, schedule time with me or support the platform by buying merch, which also includes a book, by visiting purelighthousemedia.com today.
To subscribe to our YouTube channel or join Interludes Facebook group, visit the website linktree/PureLightMedia. That's linktr.ee/Pure Light Media.